Yo, what's up, guys? So as you can see, we did have a Dixie spike yesterday. Things did not go too well within the stock market. We started to get a little bit of a crypto pullback, and now we have the big question. Is it time to short? Is it time, before we look at the high time frames, we're starting a pullback, and we wanted to know how big is this pullback going to be? And the big chart obviously has been the Dixie, something that we've been tracking for a while, and it finally broke a long-term trend to the downside. We then started to break in, and we're like, okay, higher high is what we need to see to know that the Dixie is going to remain strong, and it's going to chase up to the higher levels. And yesterday we got the first higher high. Now the second thing, if we have a look over here, is if we look at Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's starting to show some short-term weakness. Now it hasn't got the lower low just yet. It has not. But we want to be ahead, right? We don't want to end up catching too late. And we need to see what are the big next signals, because the first one, think about it. If you're looking at a possible big move, we know how quick the market made its way up. And we know that if we don't continue that momentum, as fast as we go up is as quick as we go down. What are the four major levels, or the three major levels that we need to look at here, and the three major signals to know that we could actually be starting a way bigger correction than what we're thinking? And would this match with the Wall Street cheat sheet showing that we are going to depression, where we have tons of Bitcoin coming on the market for sale? Who's buying right now? What money is coming in? And how should we trade it? Now, all that we ask for crypto is we ask for movement. Why we love crypto is volatility. If the market decides to go down for the next 2 months, 3 months, something like that, we can trade it. What we don't want to see is nothing at all. So if the market does decide to make its way strong down, we need to shift our strategy slightly, but we still need to trade. So what I'm doing in the show is I'm bringing some education back. I'm explaining to you that some part of your portfolio is going to ride the whole of this year, and you only but dollar costing and adding at levels for the next bull run. That's what you're doing. But then you have another part of your portfolio that you need to capitalize if the market pumps or dumps at any point. You're using that with stop losses, and you're using that to build your accounts. And the goal this year is to get the smaller accounts bigger than the big one. And that's what I'm going to be showing you in this show. I'm going to be speaking about, is it time to short? I spoke about yesterday. I gave many short different scenarios, and we're going to speak about where are we looking for this next possible short, and is it the end of this run right now? No more wasting time. Let's get into the show. Let's hit it.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗆𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗧. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗆𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗧. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Banter fam, how are we feeling? Did this dump affect you? How are you doing? Are you in the market? Are you in cash? Please put in the comments. Remember to smash that like button. If you're brand new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. We finished another session of Sniper School this morning. Incredible. I want to show you again all of the different alpha that we are learning. Look how much I wrote this morning. I even so I spoke about this yesterday to you guys, and I said, do me one favor. Make your life easy and do the foundation work for yourself. Know what each time frame is offering you, and know what's the best time frame to trade for the month. You're just saving yourself so much time, because if you don't know that right now, the little bit slightly medium term charts and that you should be looking at is the best way to trade. You can be trading high time frames, and you're going to keep making money. You're going to keep losing it. Keep making money. I spoke about yesterday the 4-hour and the 8-hour charts being the best ones right now, because they're getting you in for 10-20% gain. They're getting you out. They're getting you in on shorts for 10 to 20% gains. They're getting you out. And the problem is, you're just stuck on the higher time frames. You're not going to be making the money, because you're going to make money, you're going to lose it. You make money, lose it. Like, it's about keeping with the market. And as you can see, all the stuff that I'm showing and all the stuff that I'm teaching, now we know Daily charts give us 2 trades a month. That's the data it gives us. 12-hour charts gives us 3 trades a month. 8-hour charts gives us 5 trades a month. 4-hour charts gives us 8 trades a month. That's amazing. Now you know that for the first time. You can suit that in and match that in with your life. Then what I teach you is you work out the average range percentage that each coin is giving you on that time frame. And I can say it pretty clearly now. I look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's offering me 20% right now on the daily candles. It's offering me 20% on the 12-hour candles. It is offering me, sorry, it does log out when other people log in. It's offering me 31% on the 8-hour candles. And it's offering me 43% on the 4 hours. Now I know what all 4 of those time frames, which one's the best one right now, and what it's offering me. And what I teach you to do is to take your tokens, right? Go through all the tokens. People always ask, what tokens? You know what my job is, guys? Every day when I'm presenting to you guys, my job is to bring you tokens, okay? To give you the range of what I think the tokens that are moving. You take those tokens and you then go put on the time frames and you're like, okay, so this token, 𝗧𝗍 right now, is offering me 7% per trade on 𝗧𝗍, and it's offering me 8 trades a month. My goal for the month is I want to make 30% on my portfolio. So what I do is I save the time by bringing you the tokens. You take a few of those tokens and you go look at which one gives you what you want and what you need. What do you want from crypto? How much do you want this month? How much money do you need to make? I give you the tokens, match it with the time frame, and make your life easy. That's what the whole thing's about. I give you, work out the average range of each one of them. Do this on a Sunday. On a Sunday, update it. In the last month, what is the data? So that you can go forward in the next month and you can be ahead. I say, find the best time frame and token suited for you. Ignore the rest. If you know that you need to make 30% for the month, and 𝗧𝗍 gives that to you, why are you charting Cardano? Why are you charting Bitcoin? Why are you charting them? Why are you looking at the daily? Why are you looking at the 1 hour? Why? One time frame, one token, achieve your goal. I'm teaching you step-for-step method of how to become successful within this market. Remember the power of step to step. And remember, if you're trying to take your money and you're trying to say, I have $1,000 right now, I want to make $1 million, right? You don't, if you look at that, it looks like a really large climb. You need to take step for step. $1,000 to $2,000, $2,000 to $4,000, $4,000. And you do it that way, you're like, oh, wow, 11 steps and I can achieve my goal. But if you just look at 1,000 to 1 million, it gets quite crazy, right? So I'm teaching you these step-for-step methods. And then what I'm teaching you next, and I just want you guys to put this into your thoughts now. I teach you that you have $1,000 spot account, right? And you think, if I need to make $1,000, $2,000, how do I do that? I need to make 100%. Now, 100% is quite a bit. Yes, we have a volatile market, but to get 100% in a row for a trade, that's quite crazy. But then what I teach you, I'm like, okay, so why don't you have another 2 or 3 businesses that run next to it to help you achieve that? For example, I have $1,000 and I'm like, if I make $200, let's say $300, if I make $300 off that $1,000, okay, it's a 30% move. I can take that $300 profit and I can put that on a 3x margin. Okay, it's free money. I just made it. I'm not taking out whatever money you have in trading right now, guys, is your gold. And you never take that money out. You learn to make money on top, right? So for example, you take that $300, now you put it on a 3x margin. What does that mean? It means now you have $900 buying power with that $300. So your 1,000 plus 900 now you have $1,900 buying power. Let's go a step further. Now you say, okay, let me go back to my original $1,000 and let me make another $150. You know what? Let's make it $200. Okay, and I take that $200 and I put that on a 10x leverage. That gives me $2,000 buying power. So what did I do? I took my $1,000 and I decided to make a business, which is $300 on a 3x, giving me $900. Then I decided to make another $200 and put it on a 10x, giving me $2,000. Now all of a sudden I have the buying power of $4,000 and I only have to make $1,000. So do you see what I just did for you? The original step was taking $1,000 and making it $2,000. That's 100%. By me just creating another 2 streams of businesses with that, you only need to make 25% now because your $4,000, you're only going to make $1,000 off that, right? Now it's 25%. I just saved you 75% of your time where you thought I had to make so many of these trades. No, you didn't. I just helped you have a few more pawns and using free money of the money that you have. And now you have the power to get where you need to get. 25% in a market that is giving you 25%. Secondly, what you do is you match it. I already show you, Bitcoin offers you on a daily right now, only 2 trades in the entire month. It offers you 20%. It offers you 40-something% on the 8 hours. This isn't even the tops and bottoms, it's the range. Do you see now how it starts to become achievable? And those businesses are there only for that time to get to that target. Take my $1,000, now I'm on $2,000, amazing. Those businesses, I take them away. Now I look at $2,000 to $4,000. Okay, cool. If I have $2,000 and I make a $500 on a 3x and I make a $400 on a 10x, all of a sudden you start looking at the power. Step one by one: 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, 64,000, 128,000, 256,000, and on it goes. And all of a sudden you're sitting at a crazy account. Stop thinking that you need to put tons of money into this thing. Stop thinking that it's impossible. I gave you percentages, right? The market might offer you 20% to the downside right now. So let's trade it. Be pumped. I'm here to teach, and let's make it happen. Let's jump in. Guys, before I do jump in, do you enjoy this? Smash the like button, comment, tell me if you enjoy this stuff, because I'm feeling pumped, I'm feeling ready, and even though people can be quite sad and quite demotivated, I'm here to lift it all up. I want to give a big shout out to Primark BT. They are the new sponsors of the show. I'm going to be charting a little bit of gold. I might even be trading some oil. I might even be trading these things for you guys. There is a sign up link in the description if you want to join, and we're going to start trading outside of the crypto world too. In case it gets quite boring here, we want to shift and start moving some of our profits. I'm starting to broaden my view now of what we need to do. Motivated, glad. Smash the like button, smash the like button. Okay, let's jump in. Let's have a look. Sniper School, guys, join Sniper School in the description. So what happened yesterday? Stock market, boom, rejected. So I spoke about us being in support. I spoke about us going up and probably likely us being rejected. So we got rejected and we got rejected hard. Now, for now, we are slightly higher low. And I think maybe a little bit of greenness for today within the stock market, maybe even crypto, small little green from the crypto, a small green day. Then I think powerfully speaking, when tomorrow or in the next day or two, it's probably not going to go good. And it's probably going to get to a point of us possibly losing this low on the stock market. And this can start to form quite a big pullback. Now, what's justifying that and obviously backing that is the DXY. The DXY is looking strong now. It's looking to rampage. It's looking to go to way higher levels. And now we've looked to break the previous high. So after this, we're probably looking at these major levels of 107 and 108. And it just means for the next little while, DXY is looking pretty strong. So that's obviously not good right now within the markets. And it is just pointing to us possibly having a downwards continuation. Then what we have is the bonds, 10-year yield. Now it is slowing down a little bit, but ultimately is looking strong and very near, if it gets past and holds the 4%, we can be looking at quite a bit of growth within this. Also just backing that the market is just not where it needs to be right now. And it's not that crypto was there and it was going well. Now we have Binance FUD and all these things happening. But right now, everything's just aligning to it. Just a little bit of a depression market. I think that's just where we're starting to get. And it's starting to make sense that the Wall Street cheat sheet showing depression next, it may be 100% correct that there's depression coming next. But we shall see. So let's jump in there. Now, what's interesting, what's very interesting is we had the crypto market, Bitcoin. There we go. So not only do we have Bitcoin losing trend, we have the total market cap losing trend too. So I'll jump to the Bitcoin chart shortly. But what we started to see here was a pattern that was showing that volatility is about to increase. We're about to get higher percentages than what we've been having over the last few days. And by us breaking this trend, it's starting to give us a little bit of direction. Now, we shall see how big this pullback will be. I don't think this is new lows for Bitcoin yet or anything like that, but I do think it can start a bigger correction. And if we have a look at the altcoins as a whole, we have a low that we currently are holding, but below that we do have all the way down here, which you're probably looking at a 10-15% of the whole crypto market. Now this means some altcoins will drop 20-30%. Powell spoke yesterday, but he is speaking again this week. Some will drop a little bit bigger, but ultimately it is quite a little bit of a big correction. Now, this may not be an unhealthy correction. It may not, maybe it does come down lower, but ultimately, if we do come down here and we hold the levels and we break trends, we could still have a bullish month the next month or two, and we can continue with that. But for now, the market is pointing downwards, and we got to not fight it as much as the ego wants to sit there and say, yes, I want the market to go up. We can see very clearly that Bitcoin is losing trend. And now you can start to see that if we daily close below 22,200, it's official. We have our first daily close outside and below this trend line, which means now we should start a decent pullback. Now, the only arguments that I do have with this is the way I see this playing out. Either we're going to have a quick acceleration. Reason why I'm saying that is because we have RSIs hitting the bottom. Okay, we have RSIs oversold over here, and we still have bullish divergence. Like Bitcoin hasn't erased the bullish divergence, and that's the 21,300. So the only way that I can see this right now is maybe we wick back in and we actually close above 22,300 today, and that would give that last line for the bulls, to hold this level and to give us that maybe. But ultimately, what it seems is I'm basically seeing acceleration coming. And if we don't close below this, I think we're going to start getting some big red candles. And once we erase this low over here, which is the last line of support, it's these two major support areas over here, then the acceleration starts. Because after that, what you start to see is these sort of big gaps. And you can see the next gap is showing around 18K. So we just got to be aware that what we're starting to see now is slight weakness. And if we don't reclaim it very quickly from the bulls, I am seeing acceleration pretty quick down. I do think there's going to be incredible opportunities to add to our portfolios at these lower levels. But for now, let's take advantage of the market that's doing that and what it's doing. So next thing I look at is the dominance before I jump in. And this just looks like it's taking turns. It's literally up, down. So no clear direction within dominance, which means whole market's being affected. Whole market, Bitcoin some days, altcoins, like we're not having just Bitcoin strength. Everything's basically getting ripped apart at the moment. And we can start to see it from many of the different altcoins. Now, before I do speak about shorts and I speak about trades and I speak about all these sort of things, I have heard one or two good tokens that are running against right now. We have IMX. So I don't think IMX is a buy, but if you're holding a 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗍, I think it's doing incredible. There's a lot going on there. But then there's another one. And another one is called KAVA. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this. And that may be a token that may go against. So keep aware of it. And there's this long-term sort of trend that's forming here. But there's lots going on here. So you can do your own research on it. But if we break this trend, and even though it's not falling with Bitcoin, it's not caring about that right now, if it breaks this, I think we're going to have quite a big push. And it may be one of the only big green ones that you can get for the month. Never leave Sheldon. Exactly. And I'll never leave you. But keep eye on KAVA, guys. So keep eye on KAVA. This may be one that runs against the markets. Now, let's jump into yesterday and let's go look at some of these. This is where it gets crazy, guys. And I'm fighting every single part in me because Bitcoin is breaking trend to the downside. Yes. You can see I can say it with an easy smile. It is breaking to the downside side. So yes, things are pointing down. But you look at these charts and you're like, whoa, like look at this trend. If Cardano breaks this trend at any moment, like can be incredible longs, you know what I mean? Which we'll see in the next day or two. But trust me, guys, I feel you. But what we do have, though, and the problem that we have is right below these areas here is these very big gaps. And this is why I'm saying I'm still expecting a 20% move coming in the next now. Like from now, probably by early next week, I think we've moved 20% in one direction. I really do. And reason being is we have the verge of the trend breaks, but we also have the huge ass gaps at the bottom. Now, Cardano, I'm going to keep eye. I have a very small long at the moment, small longs. This is why. So I spoke to you guys yesterday. Here's the trades. I spoke to you about these two big gaps. And I spoke about the lows. I said, we lose these lows, it's time to short the retests. And you can see it over here, how they're playing out perfectly. I'll actually show you all of them from yesterday. You can see them. All of them from yesterday are literally following the direction beautifully. So I gave you the two different views. Now I'm going to show you how I'm trading them. So the first one over here, and let's actually make these slightly bigger. Let me know if you guys can see it. Just put in the chat box if you can see it. Remember, guys, you get all these show charts on Discord. So what's happened to Solana? This is not good for Solana. Not good, not good, not good. For the temporary, it was looking so strong when it got here. And now it's just losing a really major support. And we have to be aware of it. I still think long term, if you've been buying anywhere between $10 and $20 in that area, I still think you're good for the long term. So just be aware of that, of where you bought it. If you bought it slightly higher, I might de-risk a little bit for a little bit lower entries. But I'm looking at the retest of it going back up to around the 2010. And for me, it's a short. It's a short. I am looking at the 17% as the first target down, and it may even turn to a bigger one. So I heard there is some problems happening possibly at Solana, and we're starting to see it in the chart where it's lost this horizontal support completely. And I'm looking at a little retest to the top, and then I am looking at an offload where we're going to start to get a bit of acceleration to the downside. So Solana, for me, I'm looking at the push up. So there might be some small little longs for you guys now. Small ones with stop loss under the previous low just for the day, because I think we'll have a little bit of a green day today. But then it is time. And this probably matches with when when is it? Friday, or the job numbers come out on Friday. Makes sense, maybe a day of a little bit of green, but then it's a short for me. And I think for the higher time frame views, I think we're gonna finally get some $14, $15 Solana entries for the longer push. So that's gonna be good. It's opportunity. It's gonna equal opportunity in a few weeks, guys. Right now, let's trade with it. So for the shorts, and then the way you're gonna trade that is this scenario is no longer there. For now, it's not there at all. So basically, I'm looking at Solana make its way up, and very simple. When I take the short, I am putting in the first stop loss just above these previous lows over here, just a stop loss for now. And then as we break the low again, so we come up, you take your shorts, and if you even want, you can zoom in. Let's go back here. You can zoom in, right? There we go. You can zoom in, and what you'll start to see now, come on, okay, is this will start to possibly do this. Guys, it may go from here. It may. We're hoping to get the retest. But ultimately, it goes up to retest here. You're going to have a beautiful little trend line in there. And when that breaks, boom, activate your short. Fantastic. And the stops are going in these areas over here. Amazing. As soon as it comes down and it loses this low, guys, over here, you then you're able to take your stops and you're able to bring them, boom. And then your risk all the way down, and you can be riding this bad boy down and using your stop loss to drag down with it as it goes. But this looks big, opportunity. You don't want to, if the market does move 20%, you want to make money, right? And this is one, it looks weak. It looks like an injured animal busy limping there, and we lions right now. So Solana, definitely one down. And I think when we're down here, we will be getting some badass entries for the future. Then the next one is Fantom. So following the drawing perfectly, the bullish scenario is not there. That's why I gave you guys the two scenarios. If we lost the low, and ultimately you can see that right now we have lost the low. And what I'm looking at is a 25% gap for the next possible Fantom. Now these longs down here are going to be great longs for us, but for now it's down. So as you can see, we lost the low, and the same thing. I'm seeing this creep its way up to back around 40 cents, and then I'm seeing the push down. And the same way we're going to do it. We're going to basically do it where this goes up here. Once it goes up here, we're going to activate the shorts. We're going to put that trend line in. Once that trend breaks, activate the shorts. Your stop loss will start over here. And then as the low, like I spoke again, as the low breaks down, boom, we break the low. You then take those stops and you bring them down. Bring them down to entry, and you let the bad boy ride. This one, 25%. So the longs down here are going to be amazing. It's maybe even lower, guys. It's maybe even lower of 25% on Fantom. So for now, Fantom definitely losing steam, and I'm looking at making money on it to the downside. Same thing with 𝗬𝗡. As you can see right now, it's getting to the point of $75, $76 as the short areas. Stops up there. I'm looking at a 16% down. So I'm gonna run these trades for a little while, guys. These trades that I'm giving you guys now, let's run these. When we have a clear direction, like let's say Bitcoin does close below, I'll spend tomorrow's show on all the tokens that we've done. So I don't want to, every token we've spoken about, they're all here, guys. All the tokens are here. So I'll do a day tomorrow, something where we can go update on all of them and see where they're all on the higher time frames. At least all the tokens we have been speaking about, it's not junk. It's not junk. We're making sure we're not focused on junk. So GRT. So GRT, I'm looking at a little bit more downside now, but in the retest, and then down 30%. I think you know, anyone that caught this previous one, they made 100% in a few days. And if we do get back down there, you know, you're getting huge opportunities yet again at those lower areas. So small push up and the same technique, guys. Stop loss there. As it breaks low, we move them down. These are the ones I'm prepping for the shorts. Gala games, same thing. Gala games around 4 cents. Push up here, big 35% to the downside. Chainlink, nearly in the zone right now. So Chainlink is quite nice because a little bit higher from where we are right now. Probably it's around about 6.9 in that area. And then I'm looking to short, and I'm basically putting my stops in the region of 7.08, 7.1, somewhere there for now. And when it loses the lows, I'm looking at a 13 to 15% down. And then there is the possibility I'll give one long if it happens, and that will be Cardano. If Cardano breaks this and closes 1 hour, I would go a cheeky long on this, but I'm only giving one long. So no one can sit here and say I'm bullish all the time. That's not true. I'm giving one long and I'm giving like 7 shorts, guys. And that's how we can see for now. So I want to remind you again. This is now flipped. Now we're having lower lows, lower highs, these sort of things. So use your 618s and all these things in the opposite direction. The market is having lower lows at the moment. And please go do this for me. Go sort out all your time frames. Go get this nice little plan for you. And then understand that every single cent in your portfolio needs a purpose. Identify the purpose for each dollar in your account. Identify the businesses you're creating, the game plan, the roadmap for each of them. Guys, these are the things. And then you look at your roadmap. I need to get here to here. Amazing. Okay. Bulk your portfolio up where you need to. Create some more businesses to help you get there. Free money. If you're doing any leverage or any margin, make profit off your spot and use that to build that. Don't take it from your gold. Your gold's everything. You lose your gold, you're screwed. Your gold is everything. Amazing, guys. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you join Sniper School. Sign up a Primex BTC, Primex BT account below in the description. Have a fantastic day. I'm coming with more education tomorrow. I am dropping the 3 best strategies. It's either tomorrow or Friday. The 3 best strategies to make money. I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep the passion. Keep the hopes up high. And if the market dumps, make money. If the market pumps, make money. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.